Welcome to part 3 of live streaming. Now, first, let's talk about what equals success for a live stream ministry. It's simply this: consistency in every aspect of your ministry. That means your opening, closing, graphics, your shot selection, program transitions are seamless, your audio that is mixed specifically for the live stream. Every piece that goes into your live stream needs to be consistent. And that means your crew needs to be using the same language, the same vernacular, so that people understand what's happening. That means that you do the same things the same way every single time. If you have a start time of 11 a.m., that means that your live stream is live at 11 a.m., not 10:59, not 11:05, not 11:03, 11 a.m. And this is very, very important for you to understand. We live in a society that is increasingly impatient. And if I go to your website and you say that your live stream starts at 11 a.m. and 11 a.m. rolls around and the live stream hasn't started, I might wait a minute or two. I might. But I'm fairly patient. The next guy, he might wait 5-10 seconds. He's gone if you haven't started. So again, if your point is to do things well, do it right the first time, and do it right every time, this is the level of operation that you're going to have to be operating at. So what goes into building standards, building that consistency? Well, first off, where I like to advise churches to start is forget live streaming for right now. Put that on the back burner. Start with video on demand. You still need most of the same equipment, and you still need most of the same crew. But what it allows you to do is to get your crew trained. It allows you to establish the standards that your ministry is going to use, expectations or standards of behavior, standards of quality, standards of process. But it also allows your crew to get experience rather than diving into the deep end of being live and having no idea what you're doing. So this is a really good place to start and oftentimes to stay for many churches. However, if you still want to go to live streaming, then there are some other things that you need to think about. The first thing to think about in having a really successful live stream ministry is who's going to run it. This is the person that is, the buck stops with them. They make sure the stream is online. They know how to troubleshoot problems. They ensure video gets online if the live stream fails. Secondly, who engages with the live stream audience during the program to answer questions, to ask questions to the viewers, to increase engagement, who communicates with viewers about any issues with the live stream. There are so many moving parts to a successful and well-managed live stream that it's very important that you not only figure all this out ahead of time, but document it. Establish who's going to be responsible for the different aspects of the live stream as it happens. Who's going to be the producer? Who's going to be the director? Who's going to be the floor manager? Who's going to be the camera operators? Who's going to be the audio operator? Who's going to run the live stream encoder? I mean, these are not necessarily all separate positions, but these are all disciplines and skill sets that you need to make sure your people or whoever's going to be running this have. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to have that when you start. But if you're going to live stream in today's modern society, these are things that you're going to have to figure out. These are logistical thought processes that you're going to have to figure out. And my suggestion is figure them out before you ever go live. And this is, again, not to beat a dead horse. This is the importance of why you start with video on demand, because it's not as critical if it doesn't get online. In fact, it can also often save you a lot of headache and stress and nightmares if you start a video on demand ministry and you don't tell anybody about it for the first 2 months. It gives you time to not have the stress of, we got to get this video on the website, and got to get it on Facebook. It lets you get a lot of those issues ironed out, a lot of those processes figured out. You're going to do this, and you're going to hand it off to me, and I'm going to do this. Who's going to edit it? Are you going to edit? Are you doing the entire church service? Are you just doing the message? Who's going to make sure that you're recording or hitting that live stream button? I mean, these are all small little details, but they're so critical to figure out. Be sure to watch part 4 of this series when I talk about copyright. If you have questions, I'm happy to help. Shoot me an email today, and let's start the conversation to make sure that your live stream ministry is planned for and executed professionally.
I have my Bazooka Canon.